Shalom, shalom. Giving all honor and praise to the Most High, the Son, and help Shai. Thank you, Lord, for letting us come to another Sabbath Eve to get edified in the Most High's name. The name of the class is called "The Pride of Thy Heart Have Deceived Thee." We know we look in the walk. We're gonna touch on that precept. Pride of thy heart have deceived thee, but for the 2/3, they deceived too. But the hopeful elect, man, we pray to the Most High, man. Fill our hearts, man, so we can remain humble in His sight, and also to do His will, so we won't be shaken nor stirred in this walk too, because it's pretty easy to do it, man. See here, man. First precept we going into is Obadiah, man. Obadiah chapter 1. Gonna dig into Esau. You know, Esau is an easy target sometimes to get. But hey, we're gonna deal with Esau. We also gonna deal with not just Esau, we're gonna deal with Jake too. There's a lot of Jake's hard to see them too, man. There's a lot of Jake hard to see them, man. We're going to Obadiah chapter 1, and you can start at verse 1. Forget it, it's gonna start from the top, man.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
The vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord God concerning evil.
Mm-hmm.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and a certain
Ambassador
is sent among the heathen.
Mm-hmm.
Arise ye, and let us rise up against the earth in battle.
So, said an ambassador was sent among the heathen. So, goes into a dictator sent among the heathen. And we already know Esau is the biggest dictator on the planet, man. You think, I know Moab, they got their things going. Ishmael, they got oil. But if Esau requires some of it, he going to get some of it. Read on up.
Behold, I have made thee small among thee, the heathen.
Uh-huh.
Thou art greatly despised.
He said he made Esau small among the heathen. The reason how he made them small, because they're melanin. They have no melanin in their skin. That's why the sun hates them. That's why they go get skin cancer and all that. It's very rare for one of us to get skin cancer, man. Read on.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Read that again up.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
It said, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. Because Esau is a prideful damn person, man. He's been prideful from the beginning. From the beginning of his creation, even into now. They're the most prideful people on the planet, man. Moab got all this technology. Guess what? If Esau requires some of it, he needs it. He'll take their stuff and say, no, this is ours. But if everything bad happened, he'll blame it on somebody else and don't want to blame it on themselves. And they blame so many people for so much stuff to the point they start believing in this lie. Or believe in that lie, man. Read on up.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Mm-hmm.
and though thou set the nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Said, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord, man. Did you skip some of it? Clips of the rock, that's it. Go start at verse 3 again.
All right. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee,
Mm-hmm.
thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock,
Mm-hmm.
whose habitation is high, that said in his heart,
Mm-hmm.
who shall bring me down to the ground?
He said his habitations is high. And you know how Esau do. They build their skyscrapers to the sky. They got it in every city. You can tell when the Esau made something. You'll see 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 30 floors on that mug. 50, 60, 70 floors on that mug. Let's go get that precept, man. Jeremiah chapter 49, man. He said, but in verse 4, he read those two. He said, though they exalt thyself as an eagle, Though they sit, they nest among the stars. This will I bring thee down, said the Lord. But the Most High God is finna cut them spirits down like that too, man. Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah chapter 49. 49. We started verse 14. We started it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 15. 14.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard a rumor from the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
and an ambassador is sent unto the heathens, saying, gather ye together, and come against her, and rise up to the battle. So
now it says ambassador has come amongst the heathens, man. This is going into Edom. If you start at verse 1 and read all the way down, this whole chapter is going straight into Esau, man. And it digs into Esau and who he is, man. Read on.
For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among me.
Read.
The terribleness had deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart. O thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as an eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. So
he said, man, look, the same thing we just read up in Obadiah 1. Those that got their precept is supposed to be precept it's a precept upon precept when you put that together. Saying the same thing. Jeremiah just prophesied the same thing Obadiah was prophesied. Talking about this ambassador, which is this is a spirit though. This is a spirit that our people take on to. Because the thing is, he said their terribleness and their pride have deceived them. They so terrible, man. And the destruction of them, man, the way that they are with people is so terrible, man. It's insane. Their type of nation will go in here and I like they do. It's a funny video. He go Issachar in the car, man. This dude get out of the car. Issachar get in the car, and the police said, "Man, get out of this man's car." He said, "No, I discovered it." Y'all seen that video? He said, "No, I discovered it." Then the police like, "Man, you gotta get out them people's car. You can't take these people's car." He said, "No, y'all came to our land and you stole everything. And then you said you discovered it. I found this car and I'm in this car. I discovered it." Was he lying? Hell no, he wasn't lying, man. He said he discovered it. He said, y'all did this. Y'all said y'all discovered it. That's what we saying. No, this is cause she's by herself. I can get it. I discovered this. Y'all check that video out. That's gonna have me laughing so hard, man. But it was a funny, but it's true. That's what they did. They came over here and they said, "Oh, we discovered this." Boy, I'm telling you, man, Esau hell. That's how they roll. Read verse 17.
Verse 17. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished. And shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Because
same thing is prophesied. Lock you up. Same thing prophesied, man. Then guess what? This is a prophecy. This is a future prophecy that's gonna go amongst Edom. This is gonna happen, man. It's a future prophecy that's gonna go among lot of Edom. Because everybody gonna hit said Edom. They're gonna look at all the plays, they're gonna look at all, because guess what? They all of a sudden this drummer ass Edomite woman cry. You know the Edomite women, she start crying, everybody run to her distress. Nobody's gonna run to her distress anymore. She gets none of that no more. We ain't finna deal with it. You know, when a white woman start crying, everybody, oh baby, it'll be all right. No, we don't play them games. We're not gonna play them games, man. Let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 17. No, we ain't gonna play them games. We're gonna come straight real. They're gonna have to deal with us as the Bible is written, man. They said that America is this is God's country. Yeah, God sent them over there. Yeah, God sent the northern tribe over here to repent. But even though he sent northern tribe over, he sent northern tribe over here to repent. But he also sent the northern tribe. And he sent the northern tribe over to repent. But he never sent the northern tribe, or he never sent the southern tribe over here to take on to the other nation's custom. They said that they said, Lord, if you let us go into this further country, we ain't gonna do nothing. Well, then, guess what we said to the Lord too? If you let us flee. Guess what the Lord let us flee to the west coast of Africa, man, for the southern kingdom. We fled over there. And we did everything but what the Lord wanted us to do. That's why he said, you know what? I'm gonna send both of y'all over there. Y'all both going over there, man. That's prophesied. Jeremiah prophesied of that too, man. Jeremiah prophesied of that too. First Timothy chapter 6 in verse 17. I'll read that.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Charge them that are rich in this word.
Read that again.
Charge them that are rich in this word.
Read on.
That they be not high-minded.
That they be not high-minded, read.
Nor trust in uncertain riches.
Nor trust in uncertain riches, read.
But in the living God, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy.
So now this is riches what somebody charge them that is rich. That's them that charge them that is rich in this world. That they be not high-minded. High-minded is going into the arrogancy, man. It's going into not just Esau arrogancy. It's going into our people arrogancy too. Because our people, some of the most arrogant damn people that you'll never want to see, man. We're an arrogant nation, man. Boy, we can be sitting around here, Lord. God dang, Lord, I don't know how I'm pay my bill. Boy, you mess around that stimulus check coming. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go to the mall. And your ass, they finna tax your ass, man. This is what the Lord said. That's how we roll. So that's why we can't never have nothing, man. The Lord said, I'm gonna bring your ass down. I'm gonna bring your ass down. You get them damn income tax check. You be begging and scraping all year long. You get them income tax check, boy. They be like, dang, man, you gonna walk past all that change on the ground? Oh, I don't need that. Nigga, you were just begging yesterday for this. But then you get a little change in your pocket. Now you forget about all these things, man. Why the Lord said, charge them that's high-minded. That's how we be. A high-minded ass nation. And that's what the Lord put on us. Yeah, y'all want to be high-minded? Okay. The Lord said, okay, I got something for y'all high-minded ass. Since you want to be high-minded, charge them that is high-minded. Because the Lord said they're going to have to come back to me. Read that again.
Verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Charge them that are rich in this world.
Uh-huh.
That they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. So
he said, charge them that's high-minded. That's how the Lord said, okay, you want to be like, you want to be the big baller shot caller, he's going to call you bluff. And then, and when I said to y'all earlier, I said something about, you know how the Lord sent the northern kingdom over here. And then, you know, they promised the Most High that they was going to do what they supposed to do. Then he sent the southern kingdom. And he promised them that we supposed to do. Then the Lord sent the southern kingdom over here because we didn't do what we supposed to do over there in the west coast of Africa. So the Lord put us together. That precept in Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 18. Y'all right? It's just a little sidebar precept. I'll read this out right quick. It said Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 18. In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for the inheritance unto your fathers. So that precept goes into saying that the northern and the southern kingdom is going to be walking together. That's why the Lord put us back together in this land. But we got to come back together collectively as a family to go back home to our land. Let's go to James chapter 1 and verse 9. It's a precept of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 17 to give you more understanding of what that's going into. To charge them that is high-minded. See, because a lot of our people, we are definitely a high-minded nation. And the Most High make sure that our high-minded butts stay on track, man. Because a lot of our high-minded butts do not stay on track, man. In James chapter 1 and verse 9. Mm-hmm.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted.
So he's saying, let the brother of low degree. That means the brother of a humble state, man. The brother of a humble joy, he supposed to rejoice when he get exalted. You know, because he already, if their brother's already in a low degree, he's not gonna boast himself. He gonna accept.
Because as the flower of the grass, he shall pass away.
So it's the rich, guess what? Because why the Lord take down one and he raises up another one, man. That's why he take down one and he raises up another one, because the rich, guess what? You be high-minded, he brings you back down. And because that's how the Lord works, man. He's not gonna play the game. He loves the people that's always humble, that always want to be, they always want to make himself. No, I'm not gonna boast myself. See, because when a person thinks he's more than what he is, that's how you get caught up in this walk, man. When we get away from the scriptures, guess what? We always go off, man. Every single time. And we see so many people that walk this walk, and it's so easy, man. Man, you got to be praying daily, man. You got to be praying daily, man. It's pivotal, man, that you do pray daily. Because a lot of times people don't wonder why they get exalted, and they don't wonder why, like, dang, Lord, I'm walking this walk too, man. It's like everybody around me just moving up, and they doing it, and they getting all these, learning all this. Their spirit's a little humble than yours. You don't know what you might need to just humble your spirit down to see what it is you need to do. Everybody got different administrations in this walk, man. It's some evangelists, some teachers, some pastors, some preachers. It's all kind of walks in this life, in this word, man. But it's only one God and one King, man. We gotta exalt them. We can't exalt ourselves, man. Let's go to Sirach chapter 3 and verse 18 right quick, man. Got to let the Most High exalt us, man. You got to let the Most High exalt us at all times. Because when we don't let the Most High exalt us, it's how we go off every time. There's no way else around it, man. When we exalt ourselves, that's when the Most High brings us back down, man. Read that out. Sirach chapter 3 and verse 18.
This is the book of Sirach chapter 3, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
The greater thy art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. He
said, the greater you are, the more humble you supposed to be. The more wisdom the Most High give you, the more understanding the Most High give you, the more humble you supposed to be, man. You're supposed to, man, because a lot of people they like to take on these different offices, and they want to move through the ranks, and they want to grow, and they want to do this. And brother, it's guess what, man? This is just a title. I just acquired because guess what, man? Most High, I guess He's seen for me to be able to come in and teach. But like everybody that you see online that teach it, they got camps and they grow and they got these different titles. Guess what? The more that we learn, the more that if you get around a brother, you supposed, guess what? If I get around any group from any camp, I'm going to always show respect. But the one thing that I always look for when I meet new brothers, to see how humble brothers be, because when the Most High exalt them, brother, I'm looking for what the scriptures say, to see if these brothers humble like the scriptures say they're going to be. But when you get around some brothers is just puffed up. Some brothers got to be brought down low, and they will be brought down low. It's just a matter of time. If they don't repent and change, something gonna happen. You can't stay in the same position thinking that the Most High finna continue to keep on saying, yeah, I'm gonna let you make it. No, He is not finna let you make it, man. There's a lot of people think they can get away with doing that. They're gonna pay for it, man. They're gonna pay for it because they can't get past the flesh. They can't get past this flesh. They want to walk in the spirit. I mean, they don't want to walk in the spirit. They want to walk in the flesh. The flesh keep winning. That means brothers need to be fasting more. That means brothers and sisters need to be praying more. These things come one and the same. So maybe brothers need to be giving more alms. Whatever you need to be doing in your walk to help you grow, it is time to be trying to get these things in order. You never know when the king come back, because when he come back, it's no more. Hey man, I'm finna get ready and go over here, man, to the building, and we finna get ready to go have class Friday night. No more. The king back on the scene. Guess what? It's time. And this right here gonna have to be all the way in order. Cause when this ain't in order, your brain ain't in order. When the king come back, guess what's gonna happen? It's no other chance you got. No regeneration, no none of that. There's no other chance you got. It's yours. It's right now. It's right now. You can't be looking back, hey baby, you okay? No. It's time to be selfish now. It's time to be him and you, and I'm locked in. I'm ready. Whatever you want, Lord. Whatever you want. It's time to be locked in. That's what he's looking at, to see if you locked in on him. Same thing you asking Peter. When Peter said, Lord, when he seen Christ walking on the water, he said, Lord, he said, be it me come out there, Lord. Christ let him come out there, man. And then guess what happened? Christ had to save him. So he took his eyes off of him, man. But it's just an example of how he telling us, you keep your eyes on me. I don't got to pull you up. Let's go to 2 Timothy. Go to 2 Timothy chapter 3. Chapter 3. I'll go up and try to read the whole thing. Yeah, read the whole thing. 2 Timothy chapter 3. Start at verse 1.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come.
It's gonna be in the last days, dangerous times will come. We are in the midst of a dangerous time, and we know we're in the midst of a dangerous time because you see how the world going, man. People don't understand that. Okay, a lot of people getting up, going to their jobs every day, but California shut down. That's some people ain't even talking about. Barbershops, they closed down. Guess what? All the essential places going closing. Man, when you see places open up like they Kroger's and Publix and all them places, guess what? They opening up and they shutting down real early. Guess what? Even here in Texas ain't full-fledged back in order. They ain't full-fledged. Got this thing cracking off, but it's soon to be shut down too. Just a matter of time. It's all it is, just a matter of time, man. Read on up.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
Because a lot of people are lovers of themselves. Because people can't stop doing this. You see this in the Facebook or Instagram. They all on their phones doing this. Women, what the hell is this right here? What's this? Why they keep doing their lips like? What is this? Why y'all keep poking y'all lips out like that? What the hell is that stuff, man? Every time you see her, they What the hell is that? They lovers of them damn self. I wonder what the hell is that, man? Why the hell they keep doing it, man? Keep poking their lips out every time you see a picture of a girl. It be all of it. It could be 10 of them on the picture. Every one of the girls got their lips. What the hell is that? What's that? That's a new trend. We need to shake that, man. Know what the hell that is. They lovers of themselves, man. Read on.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous,
Mm-hmm.
boasters, proud,
Mm-hmm.
blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy.
Now, you think it ain't happening right here in these last days, man? Man, good. They lovers of themselves. They covetous over everywhere everybody got. They boasters. You know how we do it. We do it big. They always want to boast. They proud. They are blasphemers. We know they blasphemers. They said this is the new year, man. You got to be out your damn mind, man. How is he gonna be new in the dead of the damn winter, man? Boy, it's got some of the craziest stuff. Disobedient to parents, man. We ain't got to talk on it, man. Because this is, guess what, man? Tell you, your children, hey, you think they ain't gonna have to meet the king? If they here when the king comes, you think they ain't gonna meet the king? You think your house child is not gonna look? You gonna be looking at them children just like this? Say what you just said. No, I'm gonna play all this back. You had all this right. You said all this to your mom and daddy right here. I'm sitting here now. That's how it gonna roll. They gonna be talking all that. Guess what? You got a lot of stuff to say. You got a lot of stuff to say. You got a lot of stuff to do. But when your house shot come back, I want you to keep that energy. No, you tough. Keep it. You gonna say how tough he is. You tough. Guess what? Well, you better hope he don't show you right here, then show you when you see him. Because he can show you right now. He can show you ass right now. Anytime he feel like showing you, he can show you. Hey, you think it's a joke? Test him. Keep on doing what you're doing. Just take time. It just take time. Because a lot of time, it's like person going in the store, they steal today. They steal tomorrow. Hell, they might get away 2 or 3 years stealing in that store. But when they get caught, guess what they do? They roll off. Next down on you. Look at you stole right here. And you stole right here. And then you stole right here. Well, they got you. Then all of a sudden, you just stole that one day. You just wanted a sneaker that day. But you stole that one sneaker. But all the rest of the day, you stole this meat. You know what I'm saying? You stole cornbread, ice cream, everything out of this mug. But now, you telling your homeboy, man, they locked me up 20 years for getting a sneaker. No, nigga, they locked you up for all the stuff you did. Stop playing the game, but everybody want to be, because everybody wants a sympathy card now. No, ain't no sympathy. You did a lot of stuff going into it, because guess what? It's going to happen. Yeah, you think it ain't. Guess what? Keep on. Yeah, like the old folks say, hard head make a soft ass. Hey, that's true. Because trouble is easy to get into, and it's hard as hell to get out of it, man. But I ain't learned nothing else from my pops, man. That's what he told me a long time ago, man. I had to take heed to that, man. I had to take heed. I started seeing all my friends go to the penitentiary, man. All of them. I started seeing the other half that didn't go to the penitentiary. Guess what they did? They was dying. I said, Lord, look, you're moving a little too fast. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to a funeral every week. I'm seeing my boys get, man, seeing my homeboys get locked up every. I said, man, look. I had to start making changes, man. Because if you don't make changes to try to get yourself in order, the Most High will get you in order. And he'll do it his own way. Let's read verse 3 out.
Without natural affection, truce breakers.
They truce breakers, man. Read on.
False accusers. Incontinence.
Yeah.
Fierce. Despisers of those that are good.
Because that's what they is. That's what they do. They be with, they say without natural affection, they break all truths. Every time they promise something, yeah, man, it's on my mama. Nigga, you know you lying on your mama. Say, on my mama, and you lying. That's how they is, man. They false accusers. Yeah, man, that nigga right there ain't nothing, man. He ain't nothing but a thief. And this man don't bother nobody, man. They just accuse people of all kind of stuff, man. But the part, they said, despise of those that are good. Because when we are in this walk, we walk in this walk, guess what? They despise that thing, man. This is the last, you can't see, this ain't the last days, man. Just describe what's going on to the T, man. Read on up.
Traitors. Heady. High-minded.
They heady and they heady going into reckless or out of control and high-minded. Read.
Lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God.
That is said more than lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, man. Man, look. Man, I'm gonna keep celebrating this Christmas. This is for the kids. Nigga, your kids is about 45 years old and you 41. They got to do it for you want pleasure. Everybody wants to ease the yoke up off their necks. We got to serve out our sentence until we go back home. There's no other way around this, man. Read on up.
Having a form of godliness,
Mm-hmm.
by denying the power thereof.
But denying the power thereof, read.
From such turn away.
But such are turned away, because there's a lot of people turned away in this walk, man. Because they deny the power of the Most High God. You think the Most High God don't see what you doing, buddy? You think he ain't looking at you like, look at this thing on food. Dang, he just went in there. He boy said anything he wants to his mama. Okay. Dang, this dude over there stealing. Oh, this dude over here raping. Oh, this dude over there killing. Dude over there robbing. But then they be like, man, yeah, on God, man, on God, I'll be there. Nigga, you just got finished killing a couple people last week. Nigga, you talking about on God? Think the God working with you? Yeah, God finna come see you. He finna come see you. Hey, once we start understanding who we are in this truth, man, this is not a religion. For some people think that this is not religion. You got a whole nation of people that does not have customs. They don't have laws. They don't have a government. They do not have a military might. And this Bible gives us all of this. Not that what another nation gave us, no, but what God gave us, because God gave them, they got all their customs. They got all their traditions, the way they dress. They got their armies. They got their governments. But then we got to have what they give us. But without this Bible, we don't have this. So we need this Bible for our customs, man. That's why we deny the powers of the Most High God, man. Because a lot of people, they want to get away from what the Bible say. And now we don't have no more customs. Because, yeah, I used to be in that Hebrew Israelite religion, and that's off. This is not a religion. This is our custom. This is the way the Most High set up for a nation of people to run, man. And a lot of time people, they so caught up in what the word gave us, and they love what the word gave us so much, and to the point they deny what God gave us, man. They want to be black, man. They want to be Hispanics, man. They want to be a Native Americans, man. But what God gave us, man, He gave us names as Reuben, and then Simeon, and then Levi, and Judah, and Issachar, Ephraim, Manasseh. He gave us these are our heritage, man. And we lived a certain way. We didn't live like the other nations, man. Because you read out through the Bible, the Most High God gave all the nations said, yeah, we do this, but them over there, they don't do that. But guess what they do over there? Now we do this over there, and they over there, they do what we do. Not no more. We woke up. We don't do what y'all do now. The walking ones don't do it. Because we know who our God is now. A lot of times, our people, we forsake our God, man. We forsake our God because it's the thing that we got in our mind that we don't seek the Most High God, man. And we have to change. We got to change the way we think. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 11, verse 2. We got to change the way we think. We got to change the way we react. We got to change the way we move in this system. Because this thing, no matter how people think in this world, this system is not set up for us to win. It's not set up for us to. It's not set up for us to enjoy all the fruits of our labor. So we say. It's not set up for us to enjoy the fruits of our labor. This thing is set up for us to lose. You go celebrate their Christmas, your bank account is empty. Man, look, I can go all year long. My credit score is horrible. All of a sudden, come Christmas time, my credit score jump up 70 points every year for what? I don't know. I said, damn, how the hell my credit score jump up like that every year at this time? Guess what? In the Bible, we ain't got to worry about, when we come back to our true nationality, we ain't got to worry about no credit score. Because that's the company when you do something, when you lie, guess what? You broke a commandment. Guess what? If when it's time for you to get paid, guess what? At the end of the day, if y'all agree for you to get paid at the end of the day, guess what you do? You get paid at the end of the day. We had to hold fast to these commandments. It wasn't no line. It wasn't no back and forth backbiting. No, we didn't do that. What it was. If that man worked for that day, you pay that man for that day. If that man wanted to buy something, he was in agreements with you to buy. But guess what? But guess what? If you go in there, you want to steal and you want to do that, guess what? There's laws against those things too. That's why I set up for us to win, but it's set up for you to get your butt in line too. Because these laws, statutes, and commandments will hurt you, man. Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 2.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 11, verse 2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame.
Mm-hmm.
But with the lowly is wisdom.
It said, but when pride cometh, it's shame, man. Every time a person got that pride on them, man, guess what? You just step back and look. Don't wish the bad on them just because that ain't what you're supposed to do with us, man. With our people, we don't wish bad on each other, but when pride comes, the next step, it's gonna be shame. Shame gonna cover you. It said, but with the lowly is wisdom. That's what you want to do. You want to keep a humble spirit, man. Everybody should try to keep the humble spirit in this walk, man. Stay humble, man. That's who's going to inherit the kingdom, the humble, the meek. We are the ones that, guess what? And I pray the Most High that I be one of them. I'm telling you, man. Hey, I ask brothers to pray for me. I got the road rage in the cage sometime, man. I got it, man. They confessing fault one another, man. I got road rage in the cage, especially I'm trying to get somewhere. And guess what? Since I've been here in Texas, they like to ride in these groups, and I've been praying for the Most High to renew my heart. They get in a group of cars, and this group, if it's 10 cars right here, they're not moving it. Guess what? We're gonna go same speed. We're gonna go down the highway together. They ain't gonna let you go around, no nothing. You be like, boy, hey, that's personal. But hey, we got to stay low. Hey, if that's the thing I need to change to make it to the kingdom, guess what? I'm willing to change, man. That's why we got to pray that, man. We all stay in the right spirit, man. No matter what. If some people don't want people to pray for them. Some people prayers don't matter either. Because the Lord said the Lord said, hey, he didn't turn his way from leave and turn his ear from hearing the law, even in prayers abomination. And the Lord said, I hate abomination. So he mean the Lord hate his prayers. Ain't that something, man? That's why it's fit for us to stay in these laws, man. Let's go to Romans chapter 12, verse 16, man. That's why it's fit for us to stay in God's laws, man. We all want to win in this walk, man. We all want to find a way how we can be able to grow. We all want to find a way how we can be able to get more understanding. Everybody want more precept upon precept with it. But nobody really want to take the time to learn the history of the Bible. You got to go back and read your Joshua's and your Judges and your Samuel, Chronicles, Kings. Go back and learn history, man. So when Paul started talking about different things, or you can understand where Paul coming from. Go back and read. I can tell you, it's always pivotal to go back, start from Genesis and read from Genesis to Deuteronomy, man. To learn the history of the children of Israel. So when you see certain things that Paul talk about, you'll know exactly where you're getting it from, man. Read that out.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 16. Mm-hmm. Be of the same mind, one towards another. Mind, not the high things. Mm-hmm. But consented to men of low estate. Mm-hmm. Be not wise in your own conceit. It said, be not wise in your own conceit, man. It said, don't mind these high things, man. Because a lot of time we'll get caught up, man, because that's what we like to do, man. Israel want to hear something new. We want to get out. It's just a lot of stuff, man. That's why I got tapped on Esau first. But Israel, we got a lot of work, man. Because the most High said when he sent his son back, he gonna, and guess what?
He coming to us first, man. Judgment starts in the house of Israel first, man. That's why we must. Guess what, man? Yeah, we gonna bang on you, Esau, because the Lord told us to prophesy against his wicked nation. But our first and foremost, our objective is for us to raise up a nation of people, man, according to how the Most High told us to do, man. This is our job, man, and it is Israel, man. It's to raise up, man. This is our job. This is what we commanded to do, man. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 16 right quick, man. Let me see what I want out of there. Start at verse 4. We're gonna get touching to our forefather, man. Our forefather, King David, man. See, the Most High had chose King David, man. It ain't because King David was the fastest man in the world, or not even because he was the toughest man in the world, man. Kept a humble and a meek spirit, man. And when he got back out of order, that's why, guess what? Sometimes, that's why you look at, like, dang, King David went out of order, man. He did this. But when after King David got out of order, now we got the book of Psalms in the Bible. Because he started seeking the Most High. And the Most High, like, dang, he really seeking me. That's why we got the book of Psalms in the Bible. The spirit changed him. Like, now. Because he knew the Most High. Guess what? All the wars he done battled and all the fights he done fought. And the Most High was blessing him with all this, and then he then the Most High killed his children. He like, dang, this is terrible. Sometimes the Most High got to kill your children off too. It is what it is. Just to get your attention. Whatever he gonna do to get your attention, he gonna get it. 1 Samuel chapter 6 and verse 4. 16 is like.
This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 4. And Samuel did that which the Lord spake, and came to Bethlehem. Mm-hmm. And the elders of the town trembled at his coming. Mm-hmm. And said, "Comest thou peacefully?" So now, guess what, man? Samuel come into Bethlehem. This is how our forefathers get down, man. It said the elders of the town trembled when he came, man. It trembled, man, when the prophet Samuel came up in, man. The elders trembled when he came to town, man. Read on out. Verse 5. And he said, peacefully. He said, man, I'm at peace, man. I come in peace, man. Read. I am come to sacrifice unto the Lord. Mm-hmm. Sanctify yourselves and come with me to the sacrifice. Mm-hmm. And he sanctified Jesse and his sons. Mm-hmm. And called them to the sacrifice. So now the Lord sanctified Jesse and his sons, man. And he called him over to sacrifice, man. Because sanctified means separated them, man. He made them holy. Hey, he's getting them ready because the Most High God was going to pick a king, man. We don't know. Verse 6. Verse 6. And it came to pass when they were come, that he looked at Eliab and said, "Surely the Lord's anointed is before him." Read on. But the Lord said unto Samuel, "Look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him." Because the Lord said, "Now, Eliab, I refuse him." Don't look at his height and his stature. I refused him, man. Read. For the Lord seeth not as a man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance. But the Lord looketh on the heart. See, but the Lord, he looketh on the heart. Man looketh on the outward appearance, but that's what the Most High God look. He looking at his heart. So but guess what? The Lord told him to go get Jesse, which is King David's father. And he told him to go get his brothers. And he said, "Man, now I'm gonna sanctify y'all. And I'm gonna bring y'all up here. And I'm finna anoint the king, man. This is what was taking place right here." So the Lord said,
No, don't look at it. Don't look at his statue. Cause everybody, they must have been looking like some big strong men or something up in there. He like, shit. He looking around, looking at Eliab, but he like he's strong and big. The Lord said, no, you looking at the wrong thing, but I need you to look at his heart, man. Because I'm looking at his heart, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna look at his heart. Because man don't look at his heart. Man look like he's a big, strong, tough man. The Lord said, nah, he ain't. Read on.
Did Jesse call Benaniyah?
Yeah, Benaniyah.
And made him pass before Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, neither had the Lord chosen this.
So now as his third son passed by him and said, Benaniyah passed by Samuel. And he said, no, the Lord ain't chose him neither. I guess that must be the next biggest dude. You know.
Then Jesse made Shammai to pass by. And he said, neither had the Lord chosen this.
So he said, that's the third one. The Lord said, the Lord ain't chose him neither. Read.
Again, Jesse made 7 of his sons to pass before Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
And Samuel said unto Jesse,
mm-hmm.
the Lord had not chosen thee.
So now he said he made 7 of his sons pass by Samuel. Jesse made 7 of his sons pass by Samuel. He said, now the Lord ain't chose none of them. Read on.
And Samuel said unto Jesse, are here all thy children?
Now he asked me and said, man, look here. Is this all your children, man? Read on.
And he said, there remained yet the youngest, and behold,
mm-hmm.
he kept the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him.
So he said, now look. He said, now I got done. He back there tending to the sheep. He ain't no but a little boy, man. He tending to the sheep, though. Read on.
For we will not sit down till he come here.
So he said, man, no, we ain't finna stop doing what we doing until he come, man. Read on.
And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy.
He was ruddy. Read on.
And without a beautiful countenance.
Mm-hmm.
And goodly to look to.
Yeah, so I guess King David was a nice looking man, man. Read on.
And the Lord said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. So
guess what, man? Out of all the 7 sons, guess what, man? He want the sheep herder. He want the one that's tending to the sheep, man. Sheep herder, man. Read.
Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from the day forward.
Mm-hmm.
From that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. So
the Lord looked at his what? Looked at his heart. At all Jesse's children, he looked at his 7 of his sons. That nah, I don't need none of them. But he went on. But when he went seeing King David, he's like, okay, look at his look. Well, he must be what he say, pretty boy. Look at this little pretty boy. So he was good to look at. Look at the little pretty boy. Most High chose him though. He was chosen, man. Out of all the nation of Israel, the Most High chose him, man, because of his heart, man. That's why we look at the pride of our heart. Guess what, man? The Most High looking at their heart, man. Sometimes you know how people be all the time. I say this example all the time because I know this to be true, and a lot of people do too. Say me and Ark was up here wrestling, and then Savior and Ark bust my lip, right? Then I'm sitting up here mad. Then everybody in here said, man, you seen y'all was just playing. He didn't mean to do it. But guess what? In his heart, he know if he meant to do it or not. Whether you seen this and how it looked or not, but in his heart, he know if he meant to do it or not. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of time, we'll take up for some stuff, and that person that did that, they really meant to do that to try to hurt somebody, man. That's how it works sometimes. That's why, guess what? You can trick a man, but with the Most High, you can't trick him, man. You can't trick him. Yeah, you got away with it then. But when it's time for you to deal with Most High, okay. We all, guess what? We all get tricked. But when it comes to the Most High being and how he deal with things, guess what? The Most High not gonna play the game, man. Let's go to Psalms chapter 138, verse 6. Yeah. But that's how the Most High work, man. Look, he know your heart, man. A lot of times we can play the games like we don't, like we just finna think we gonna get away with some stuff. No, we ain't got away with it. We ain't got away with it. The Most High just gave us he gave you a look, what do you call that, a ghetto pad? Yeah, your ghetto pads right now. The next thing you know, like, dang, man, I can't believe that happened to him, and he don't mess with nobody. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. Because the Most High looking at his heart. Psalm chapter 138 and verse 6.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 138, verse 6. Though the Lord be high, yet had he respect unto the lowly.
Mm-hmm.
But the proud he knoweth afar off.
Afar off. The proud he know it afar off, man. He gonna have respect unto the lowly, man. Guess what, man? When you look at how Jesse brought his sons, he brought the ones that guess what he thought. When he brought the ones that he thought was supposed to be king. Oh, I know out of one of these. I know you can pick one of these. But it named 3 of them off the top. But it didn't name the rest of them until we got to King David. He was the sheep herder. But guess he said, so he named the first 3. He thought these was going to go down. Nah. So then he called the rest of the 7. He had his 7 sons out here. Nah, I don't need none of them. I know they would not know what he told him. He said, well, you got one more? Then he brought King David. I know he ain't gonna get to do it. They gonna be hauling up his sheep. Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's who the Lord said he wanted, man. He exalted the lowly, man. These the ones that, guess what? That's man, because his pride is a terrible thing, man. We see this in Israel a lot, man. Sometimes people, man, look, we love our elders, man. We love them. We love them dearly. But some of our elders is going to hell off, man. Some of our elders is going off, man. We love them. We pray that they repent. Guess what, man? Most High gonna exalt us in due season, man. He gonna exalt us in due season, man. You gotta just let him work that thing out, man. Let's go to Romans chapter 11 and verse 20, man. We gotta let him work that thing out, man. A lot of time we think of the Most High and we try to reverence the Most High. But the way our actions do, man, don't line up with the Most High is saying that we're supposed to have, man. We can't let this pride get to us, man. A lot of times people be walking around, they don't even know they in pride, man. They really don't. Romans chapter 11, verse 20.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 20. Mm-hmm. Well, because of unbelief, they were broken off.
Now, this is going into the olive tree, man. And it's going and talking about the branches. Because their unbelief, they was broken off, man. Read.
And thou standest by faith.
Mm-hmm.
Be not high-minded, but fear.
He said, but be not high-minded, but fear. That's why we just read in Psalm chapter 138, he said, Lord have respect unto the lowly, but to the high-minded, he was afar off from them, man. That's when the Lord was hiding his face from them, man. Because they didn't want to seek the Most High, man. Read on.
For God spared not the natural branches.
Mm-hmm.
Take heed, lest he also spared not thee.
So guess what? If the Most High spared the natural branches, he just spared our forefathers too. You think he ain't gonna spare us, man? He got a blessing to spare for us too, man. But we got to be able to accept these things, man. Matter of fact, let's get another example. Let's go to Sirach chapter 10. Let's get another. Sirach chapter 10, verse 7, man. Because our high mind, sometimes we get caught up in us, man. A prideful spirit is something that, hey, we're gonna let them scriptures. It's time to let them scriptures talk, man. Sirach chapter 10. We're gonna start at verse 7, man. And we're gonna read on down, man. Because this goes into a prideful spirit, man. Read that out.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 7. Pride is hateful before God and man.
Read that again out.
Pride is hateful before God and man.
He said pride is hateful before God and man, man. Read on.
And by both do it one commit iniquity.
So but guess what? By being prideful to a God or by being prideful around men, guess what? That's how people commit iniquity, man. You know,
because of unrighteous dealings and juries and riches got by deceit.
Mm-hmm.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yeah, it said because of unrighteous dealings and injurious and riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. That's what's happening right now, man. This is totally what's happening right now, man. This riches got by deceit, man, because we don't want to listen to our God, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know we talk about a lot. I know we talk a lot about different subjects, man. But it said the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. I don't know how y'all feel, man. I don't never want to let go of the kingdom, man. I don't never want to let this mud go, man. Read on up.
Why is earth and ashes proud?
He said, why is earth and ashes proud, man? And that precept to that earth and ashes is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 3. You see y'all writing it down. And Job 34 and 15. These are the sidebar precepts that go with it, with the earth and ashes, man. That's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 3. And then also Job chapter 34 and verse 15. I always got them sidebar notes that that you should have on them precepts, man. Especially the blues is out there in the streets just teaching. You always want to have them precepts kind of lined up. Somebody, well, what is earth and ashes? You got these precepts to line it up so they can give them some understanding of what earth and ashes is. Read that.
Chapter 9 from the top. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous to man.
Covetous man. Read on.
Covetous man. For such and one settled his own soul to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
Y'all understand what they're saying? Yeah. Watch this. I'm gonna break it down. It said, "Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, a man that wants everything. They see it on TV, I want it. I see it in the stores, I want it. I see he got it, I want it. She got it, I want it." The Lord said, ain't nothing worse than a covetous man. For such as one setteth his own soul to sell. Who does it? The actors and entertainers. They sell their souls. Watch this. Because while he liveth, he cast away his butt. That's why you see people, guess what? Yeah, you think the Illuminati? Guess what? News, look at, hey, we might have to put a censor on this. Guess what? You got to be, guess what, mean? You got to be a bitch to be rich. Yes, you're going to have to take it. He said you're going to cast, the Bible said you're going to cast them bowels away. Guess what you're going to do to get them things, man? If you got that covetous spirit, you're going to cast them away, man. You're going to go on ahead and take it. Say you on what you say, oh, I got my whole family rich, nigga. Well, we know you just took one for the team. You just took one for the team, buddy. That's what happened to you, man. Hey, it says you gonna do it. Hey, like here you go. They do it. The Bible don't lie. You don't.
The physician cut it off of a long disease,
Mm-hmm.
and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
Guess what? Even though you got these doctors they can work on, guess what? They make them people they put all this Botox in you and all this, got your ass shots and all this stuff going on. Yeah, they do that. They do it. But guess what? You live like a king today, but guess what? The Lord, when he require your soul, yeah, you die tomorrow, though. You die tomorrow. You looking like a king today. Tomorrow you die. Now you got it's time to deal with the Father. You guess what? You so covetous, you needed everything. You cast your bowels away. Yeah. The physician, he cures the diseases, but guess what? When the Most High God says it's time for you to go home, guess what? You going. A man can make a heart, but guess what? A man can't make that heart beat, man. The Lord got to grant that, man. That's out of their control. That's why when they work on him, they like, Doc, is he gonna make it? Guess what? The doctor say, hey, it's out of my control, man. It's out of my hand. He knows all he can do. Guess what? He knows it's something else got to make it do it. No matter how they put it. We don't know.
For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creepy things, beast and worms.
Because when a man dead, guess what that earth and ashes gonna do? It's gonna turn right back to earth and ashes, man. It's gonna inherit all the dirt. Whatever the dirt is on the other side of the dirt is what the dirt gonna get. Guess what? You might be hooking that worm up on your hook. Guess what? You might be hooking that same dirt that's come from the body. You don't know. What you doing, man? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We'll go back, man. You don't know.
The beginning of pride is when one departed from God.
This is it. The beginning of pride is one depart from God. That means if it's in the laws and you go away from the laws, that means you in pride. That's it. That's it. That's the beginning of pride. If it's in the laws and then you say, no, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Man, if it's in the laws, no, I ain't gonna do that law. No, I ain't got to wear no friends. I ain't got to I'm a woman. And guess what? I ain't got to cover my head. Okay. I ain't got to keep no Sabbath. Okay. You ain't got to keep no what? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can go whore the sisters out. Okay. Okay. Well, I can steal. You know what I'm saying? We up under grace. I can steal. Okay, Negro, you up under grace. We're going to see how long that grace lasts, buddy. We don't.
And his heart is turned away from his maker.
And his heart is turned away from his maker. The beginning of pride when one departed from God. And his heart is turned away from the Most High. If the scriptures say you got to do it, you got to do it, man. Read on.
For pride is the beginning of sin.
Uh-huh.
And he that had it shall pour out abomination.
Because guess what? When you in pride, you're going to pour out sin upon sin upon sin. Read on.
And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamity, and overthrew them utterly. You think that it said that, guess what? Honor thy father and thy mother. You think that stuff ain't a joke. Guess what? You start seeing children, you be in the room, and you be seeing your son, you be playing a video game, next you know, you put the remote control down. He bugged out. His mind gone. That's serious, man. The Lord said, I choose your delusion, man. It's real. You'll see many people say, oh, man, he got to make it slip in his drink. Sometimes he ain't getting nothing slipped in his drink. It was just his time. Guess what? The Lord said, hey, I ain't going to kill you, but you're going to be eating dirt for the rest of your life. You're going to be out in the field eating dirt. You're going to be in the chicken coop. Roosters out there crowing, you right along with them. You right along with them. Yeah. The Most High said he said he's gonna choose your delusion. That's what's gonna happen. You don't never know. You think, okay, all of a sudden, you think you living, okay, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with these niggas. You ain't going back and forth with them, but guess what's happening? You breaking God's law. You doing everything you want to do. Then when they come down on you, then you want to call on God. No, keep this. Why do you always want to quit calling on them then? I don't know why you always want to call on them. You had an opportunity. You didn't have to go through all this. You didn't have to do this. Didn't even have to do it. But here you go. You don't. The Lord had cast down the thrones of pride princes, and set up the meek in their stead.
See, that's going into Samuel and Saul too. Because guess what? Saul, he was proud. I'm tell you why he had pride on him. The Lord said, hey, go to the Amalekites. I want you to go over there and kill everything. Take no spoil. This Negro, first thing he did, he wouldn't slaughter them like the Lord said. He saved the king. And then took all the spoil. Like, Negro, did you not hear what the Lord just said? He just told you don't do this. wouldn't even have to be worried about Amalek, man, if he would have went on, knocked them off, man. Now them bastards in our own land. Proud, man. We wouldn't even have to worry about Amalek, man. They could have been wiped off, man. There's been one left headache we had to deal with, man. Well, here it is. And guess what? The pride of his heart had deceived him, man. That's when the Lord took him down and he raised up somebody that was meek and lowly, man. It's King David, man. We don't.
The Lord had plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place.
So guess what? Guess what? In all the nations that were proud, guess what? He seen them humble nations. Yeah, y'all come on up. Y'all next. He done it, man. Guess what, man? Because these nations, guess what? We got nations around here being blessed. That's part of the Abraham, because he said, through you, all nations will be blessed, man. Guess what? And when I'm gonna give you another news flash. Guess what? When we in sin, and then we go into captivity, every nation that had us into captivity, they began to be blessed. Every nation. Think about it. We was in captivity, and we was in Greek captivity. The Greeks ran the world. Roman captivity, the Romans ran the world. We in America captivity, America run the world. Egypt captivity, Egypt ran the world. We always, every time we there, they blessed. Because guess what? Now you got the best doctors there now. You got the best scientists. You got the people that best architects that know how to build. You got the best of the best there now. Yeah, you're gonna be blessed. You got the best of the best right here in front of you. Anything you need, I just need to find one out of this nation and I can get it done. And then when he get too old, he's outdated, I got the next one that's coming in line, ready to take his spot. But he got to take on our custom. He got to be all the way with it in order to get this spot, man. Because how they teach us to do, they'll raise one. This is how the nations do. They raise one to the top, and they want you to go down there and hide the spot where you climbed up it, so the next person can't climb up behind you. They don't want you to tell how you made it. Oh, I just got it out the mud. I just got it from the bottom. Because when you climb up that ladder, hey, they always want to check every single time. Case in point, even in my life, I know this happened. Personally, I know personally this happened to me. This is my best friend, man. We walking hand in hand in what the things we doing when we working in this company. All of a sudden, they started moving me up through the ranks. And I tried to bring him with me, man. And then all of a sudden, they turned me against him. I'm like, damn. And I just woke up one day like, damn, what the hell am I mad at this man for? He ain't did nothing to me. Turned me against my own friend, man. Turned me against them, man. Because they want me to live the way they want me to live. And he looks like, nigga, you don't even do that. You don't do none of that stuff they be trying to get you to do. And I'm down there with everything they want me to do. I ain't talking about the bull crap though. Don't get it twisted, man. I'm still a man, homeboy. But the traditions in the customs that they had, guess what? That's why I was able to be a hunter, because they taught me how to be a hunter, not out hunted them. Taught me how to survive off the land, and I survived off the land better than they did. But in the process, they didn't want me to bring nobody with me. And that's the same way they got us doing right now. Yes, they're gonna let you climb up the ladder, but then guess what? Don't show nobody. Guess what? This is the spot where the ladder started. You hide this part right here. They can see the ladder. Like, damn, that's how he did this, he did that. But they don't know where to start to climb that ladder. That's the part that they get us in. We don't know where to start to climb that ladder. That's why we ain't got to worry about climbing no ladder, man. When the king come back, we control the ladder. We don't know.
The Lord overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. He took some of them away and destroyed them and had made them minority to cease from the earth.
So he said he destroyed and overthrow countries of the heathen. Because it's like when we back in rulership, every time we step up into a place, yes, when the Lord said, hey, y'all go over there and take them, and y'all take the spoils out of there, guess what we did? We want everything. We want everything. But guess what? In some of these countries, you knock them off, guess what? And guess what? You ain't got nothing to even be looked at. You know?
Pride was not made for men.
Read that again.
Pride was not made for men.
He said pride wasn't even made for men, man. This wasn't made for us to have, man. He never ordained us to have pride in us, man. He never ordained us to be in sin. Read.
No furious anger from them that are born of a woman.
Because that's what he didn't even have put furious anger in us, man. He wanted us to be at peace, man. He made man to be at peace. Man, what Israelite, man? What Israelite, man or woman, don't want to be sitting in the house in peace? Boy, especially you sitting up here married, boy, you got your wife in here, and she won't stop talking. Like, woman, I need some peace. Or he is in the room, and guess what? He is all over you. You just need some peace. The children, oh, God dang it, you just need some peace. That's what we want. We want some peace. Well, what Israelite that don't want peace? All of us want, man. I'm talking about we sitting there, man. I be just happy sometime, and I just need some peace. I had to get out the house sometime and just drive around. Dang, Jerubbaal, you be all over the city. Sure do. I need to get out and drive. I need some peace. Sometimes you need peace. You need peace. What person in this walk don't want no peace, man? No, guess what? Some people, some people don't got a peaceful mind, man. Some people got I don't know, just got a spirit on them or something, man. We don't know.
They that fear the Lord are a sure seed.
He said, they that fear the Lord is a sure seed. That's what we working on, to be a sure seed, man. Read.
And they that love him an honorable plant.
Mm-hmm.
They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed.
So they that regard, you said they regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. If you don't, guess what? If you regard the law, you are a sure seed. But if you disregard the law, you are an honorable seed. Read. Dishonorable seed. Read on.
They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed.
They that transgress the commandments is a deceivable seed. This clear cut, man. Read.
Among brethren, and he that is self is honorable.
No, he that is chief.
Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable.
Uh-huh.
So are they that fear the Lord in his eyes.
So guess what? Guess what? He that is among brothers, that is chief. Yeah, man, his brother diligent, man. He knows. But guess what? The Lord looking at one that's honorable. That's one that's gonna be doing his commandments, man. He looking at them like, yeah, them the ones I like. All them that's doing the commandments. I love them. Them the one I trusted in, man. Read on.
The fear of the Lord goeth before the obtaining of authority.
Mm-hmm.
But roughness and proud. Pride is the losing thereof.
He said the fear of the Lord goeth before the obtaining of authority. So when you see brothers that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, that's diligent in his walk, that's humble and meek, then that's why you start seeing people just move up through the ranks because of the humbleness and the meekness of brothers. That's how we raise people up, because you see the humbleness and meekness of brothers. You don't raise people up because, oh man, man, that's my homeboy. No, it's got to be. The scripture's showing us how you're supposed to raise brothers up. The fear of the Lord goes before obtaining authority. That's the same way the Lord saying us about us getting into the kingdom. You fear me, and I'm gonna put y'all on high. You fear me, you run the nation. You control the money. You control the water and the food. You control everything. This is for you obtain authority. Before you obtain authority, you're going to have to fear the Lord. You're going to have to obey him. He's not just giving somebody, I'm just going to give it to you, man. If you want it, there you go. You got it. You won't. Now, you're going to have to work for this thing. You got to keep, because it's a job to keep yourself humble. And it's a job, man. It's not easy for him. It's not easy. Some people can be humble and meek all day long, man. They can be humble. But then you can be the nicest person in the world, but then you get up, like I say, that's why he say, he's the nicest person in the world, but you get me up in that traffic, man. Here you go. Here you go. You don't know what'll take somebody, what gets you sometimes. You don't know what gets you. That's why I say I'm riding around. I'm trying to get in the car, ride around, look for peace. I'm in traffic. I'm arguing at everybody, man. Looking for some peace, man. You don't know which way your brother go or which way the mindset will go. We don't know.
Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Lord.
He said, whether they be rich, noble, or poor, your glory gonna always come by you fearing the Most High God, man. This is how this is how the Most High raised this thing up, man. Raise people up, man. Because of that, man. This is how the Most High raised people up, man. Because of that. I'm gonna show you about the king right quick. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 9. We almost can get out here. Zechariah chapter 9, verse 9. Zechariah chapter 9, verse 9. Because we got to stay humble and meek, man. Just like the Lord, how he chose King David. King David wasn't looking. King David wasn't looking to be no king. He just say, I'm up here. You know what I'm saying? Guarding sheep. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here guarding sheep, doing what my father told me to do, as he commanded me to do. So hey, guess what? I'll praise it. I'm gonna do it. Read it up.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 9, verse 9. Rejoice greatly, O the daughter of Zion.
Mm-hmm.
Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, thy king coming unto thee. He is just and having salvation, lowly and riding up on an ass, and up on the coat of the fall of an ass.
So he's saying this is a prophecy, a future prophecy. Zechariah was prophesying that this king was supposed to become. He was supposed to be coming to bring salvation. But he said the king was supposed to come to bring salvation. He said he was just having salvation. He was lowly. And he was riding upon the ass. That precept is Matthew 21 and 5. You know, some of our books got this in there. I'll praise. I see mine's in there. But we're gonna go over there and read it. This is a future prophecy that of Christ that Zechariah was prophesied. Let's go to Matthew 21 and 5 right quick. It's saying the same thing. This is something that Christ said he had to fulfill, man. Matthew 21 and verse 5. Matter of fact, let's jump up to verse 2 so we can get more understanding. Matthew chapter 21 and verse 2 so we can get, because it's always good to get some more context when you read it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 2. Saying unto them, go into the village over against you, and straightway ye shall find an ass tied, and a coat with her. Loose them and bring them unto me. So
now this is he told two disciples to go over there, and he said, go over there to, it's basically going to Mount Olive, man, to go get this ass, man. Told him go get it and bring this ass coat to me. You know.
And if any man say, I unto you,
say anything to you, read.
Ye shall say, the Lord has had need of them, and straightway he will send them. So guess what? He said, if anybody say something to you, just tell them I said that I need these, man, and they're going to give it to you, man. You know? All this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, tell ye the daughter of Zion, behold, thy king cometh unto thee, meek and sitting up on an ass, and a coat that full of an ass. So he's saying that this was a fulfillment of a prophecy. That's why he said, tell ye the daughters of Zion, behold, the king cometh
unto the first thing it said, meek, and sitting upon an ass and coat of in a foal of an ass, man. He said he came to them meek, man. This is what even Christ, he understood that that's what the Lord is requiring, meekness, man. This is what our God is requiring, man. When we're not meek, guess what, man? That's when the Lord started taking things from us, man. Psalm chapter 10 and verse 4. That's when the Lord started taking things from us, man. When we're not meek, when we're not humble, we're not lowly. That's what, man. That's when you start seeing brothers go off, man. That's why you see brothers teaching doctrines of devils sometimes, man. You start seeing brothers, man, start saying that start seeing brothers saying that 144,000 is devil. It's two Christ in the Bible. Start seeing all kind of stuff. People just be saying anything, man. They have a doctor, y'all. You can't eat chicken. Like, man, I'm talking about for real. Talking about, man, you even start seeing doctors say, man, you know what? You'll see a doctor say, man, hey, some brothers even teaching they telling people that you can go and take the shot. Well, we ain't never telling nobody to take no shot, man. When have he ever commanded us as a nation of people to go get a vaccine from another nation? And when have he ever, just like we can take our children to go get vaccinated when have we ever ordained to do that stuff, man? Man, Big Mama them ain't never needed that. Why they parents didn't have that? All of a sudden, polo. What happened to chicken pox? Bro, what happened to the measles and the mumps, bro? What happened to it? Come on, man. What happened to all this stuff, man? Because chicken pox was bad back when I was little. I don't understand what to do about chicken pox was bad. No, you're a little younger, man. You don't know about no chicken pox, man. You think it? You had no chicken pox, boy. So you had them dots all over you, man. I know some of them brothers, some of them brothers and sisters, they got dots all over their leg right now, man, for them chicken pox, man. Chicken pox bad, man. You got to stay out of school, boy, until the chicken pox down. I don't give it to take 2 or 3 weeks, boy. You couldn't come to school with chicken pox. Yes, sir. Psalm 10, chapter 10, verse 4.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 4. Mm-hmm. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. Mm-hmm. God is not in all his thoughts.
So he's saying the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God, and God is not in all in inshallah. God is not in all his thoughts. So he ain't made, guess what, man, in a person that's wicked, man, they don't consider God at all. You think about people like, hey, people telling you, hey, celebrate Christmas and New Year, bro, you ain't thinking about God at all. You ain't thinking about God at all. Telling you to, and let you know that person is wicked, man. They got wickedness in them, man. Bro, did you see okay, so you gonna celebrate Christmas even after I told you Jeremiah 17? Bro, I'm gonna celebrate Christmas, man. I got to give something to, bro, you wicked. She talking to my family. I tell them, bro, you wicked. You wicked. Guess what? I know my brothers and sisters watch. Yeah, y'all wicked. You celebrate Christmas. Anyone y'all celebrate Christmas, y'all tune in, you wicked. If you think this is New Year's and the dead of the winter, guess what? You off. You off. Just off. That's a total off, man. Last precept, man. Matthew chapter 18 and verse 1, man. You off. There's nowhere in the hell when the Most High God tells you to do something, that's what we do. Anything else is uncivilized, man. Anything else, the Lord tell you to do something and you don't do it, is uncivilized, man. It's something that you wanted to do and something that you got in your heart that you're going to do and you're going to do. That's what feeling, that's right there ain't nothing but, there's a bad precept. That right there ain't nothing but, before you go there, I'm going to read this out right quick. Romans chapter 13. This is Romans chapter 13 and verse 14. Y'all can write this down on the side too. It said, Romans chapter 13, verse 14. But put ye on the Lord Jesus Christ, and make no provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof, man. You cannot make provisions for the flesh, man. Because guess what? That's when pride sets in, man. We already know. Guess what? Well, you know what I'm saying? My heart, we already know Jeremiah 17:9, the heart is deceitful above all. We know how the heart is. People's heart ain't worth a damn, man. Well, my heart, yeah, you wicked. Your mind wicked. Your thoughts is wicked. We got to get more understanding of what our gods tell us to do, man. We got to come back to him, man. We got to come back to him as a babe, man, as a child, man. Not in understanding. Not in understanding. But we got to come back to him as humble as we supposed to be with our Most High God, man. Read it up. Matthew chapter 18, start verse 1.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 1. Mm-hmm. At the same time came the disciples unto Jesus, saying, He is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
So now, our disciple coming and asking Christ, man, like, man, who's the greatest in the kingdom of heaven, man? Who's going to be the greatest, man? You know.
And Yahushua called a little child unto him and set him in the midst of them. Mm-hmm. And he said, Verily, I say unto you, mm-hmm. Except you be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
So they asked Christ, they said, man, who's gonna be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven, man? Did they said Christ gonna grab a little child, set him in the midst of them? He said, oh. He said, man, unless you become as a little child, he said, you ain't gonna enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. See, y'all think about how a little child roll. When do a little child have to apply Matthew 18-15 with you? He don't. Because guess what? Once you chastise that little child for doing something, he accept this correction. And guess what? He know if he do that again, he finna get another chastisement. When do a little child ever be offended because you did something to him? Children don't be offended. Children ain't got enough sense a lot of time to be offended, man. They don't care. You just give them what they need and they get good. Like, boy, get your butt on in there and watch some TV. But I'm hungry. What I tell you, he can be starving. I'm talking about his stomach touching his back. But when you tell him to go in there and sit down, guess what he gonna do? He gonna go in there and sit down until you give him something, man. Give him something to eat. Until you feed his spirit. He gonna do exactly what you tell him to do, man. And sometimes, guess what? He might get out of line. You might have to spank his hand or whatever. He gonna cry, but he gonna know not to do that no more, man. We got to humble down and humble our spirits down and getting ourselves ready for the kingdom. This is our mindset. We're gonna have to go back to being the mindset of, guess what, man? A little child ain't finna offend you. They not finna go out here and be talking behind your back. A little child is not finna go on here and well, I'm not finna do that. You know, you got some of them heathens. They let their children do anything. Them do anything. Some of them heathens, they some of them heathens, guess what? They let their children run out the grocery store in the middle of the street, man. I seen it, man. I've been in the grocery store, man. I've been in the grocery store, man. Woman let her son put his whole arm in my pocket, man. I got a little cargo pocket on my short, stick his whole arm in my pocket, man. Let them children run out of control. You don't do that, man. You don't do that. You know, but she was Issachar, but hey, she sit there and she told him once, but she spanked his hand though. But hey, he sit there and cried. But he wanted to put his arm in my pocket for some reason. I don't know. The little arm this long. He got his whole arm up. Man, look, man, you better go on out of my pocket, look, man. But we got to humble ourselves as little children. Little children don't talk behind each other back. They don't backbite against each other. They guess what? They wait, and they patiently wait on the mother and the father, just like we supposed to be patiently wait on the Father which is in heaven, man, to send these blessings down to us, man. He know what we need before we ask him, man. We just got to be patiently waiting, and we got to keep that humble heart, man, till the King come back, man. You know, not.
Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
He said, who shall humble himself as this little child? He said, the same is going to be greater in the kingdom of heaven, man. And with that, we're going to say shalom, man. Tell your brothers and sisters, man, y'all keep that humble spirit, man. You know, we got to, hey, we don't know how much longer we got to go, but as we see the day approaching, we know that the Most High, hey, he had to kill the elders off, man, to take the rest of the children over to the promised land, man, because they didn't have a humble spirit on them, man. And we don't want, hey, he might have to kill this generation off too, man, just for us to make it, man. We never know. But we got to be able to be humble enough, man. Hey, a lot of our brothers and sisters, they don't want to be humble. They want to be what I want to do and how I want to do it. And hey, that's just what it is. I don't give a damn who got something to say. Not so. Let's go to Exodus chapter 20. This is the law for the day. Exodus chapter 20. Exodus chapter 20, verse 17.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 17.
This is the 10th commandment, man. Read on.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet the neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass.
Hold up. I want you to read the last part slowly, though. Read.
Nor anything that is thou neighbor.
Said, nor anything that thou is neighbor, man. Don't cover none of that, man. We got to shake them spirits, man. We got to shake them spirits. Nor anything your neighbor got, we can't be covered in those things, man. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Hey, you brothers, hey, sisters, follow law, statutes, and commandments, man. Keep the commandments to live, man. You know, say a lot of these classes come, man, because sometimes brothers see different things going on in the nation. It's time for us to humble down, man. If we wrong, we wrong. Guess what, man? We got to follow law, statutes, and commandments. Let God be true and let every man be a liar, man. You say people don't engage to the cause. Guess what? Coming soon, man, when this weather get a little warmer, we will be getting out on that highway again and start hitting more cities, man. And we might get a few of them during the cold, but we'll see. With that, we say shalom.